Alright, Taurus. Let's get into your collective reading here. If I sound a bit nasally, it's because I am experiencing some new allergies, I think. I used to not really have allergies, and I'm still getting older in the sense I'm 25, so my body still has a lot of changing, especially being a female. And if I keep getting allergies, I'm gonna be sad. But we feel better than we did yesterday. And yesterday we still felt good enough to do the readings. So, in fact, if we feel better, I'm just excited. And listen, I am a Taurus as well, so we are amongst friends when it comes to these Taurus readings. I do make these readings as unbiased as possible, especially when it comes to my sign. But do not blame me if I bring up examples about my life all the time, and it just may happen more in a Taurus reading. I have to blow my nose just really quick. Should have done that before I pressed record, but who cares? Every time I blow my nose, I feel like so much better. It makes me think I'm just like getting all the gunk out, all the gross stuff. Get them out. Get all the gross stuff out. Taurus. This is going to be a collective reading for any and all Taurus placements. So, please use your discernment if you are looking into the Taurus placements in your birth chart. If you don't know what a Taurus placement or a birth chart is, that's fine. You don't need to know all that stuff to at least take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So, clear, honest message for Taurus. And please bear with me if I am nasally, sneezy, or coffee. Coffee. I don't have coffee, I have tea. I wish I had coffee. Hello. Ten of Pentacles and King of Wands out here to start. Everything that makes a house a home, Tauruses are aware of. I'm going to be honest and say Tauruses are aware of what needs to be done. Every single Taurus is aware of what needs to be done. I'm going to preface this with awareness does not equal action. Awareness does not equal people actually doing things. And some of you are taking that into account as well. But also in a sense that's like, if one person is strong enough to be a snake up on that rock and all these other snakes say like, well, I can't really get up there, and I'm trying to get up there, and maybe this one snake is trying to help other people get up there, but maybe it just takes a little bit of encouragement. There's something about the King of Wands that the King of Wands is always, in my opinion, another Emperor card. Like how some people think of the Queen of Pentacles as another Empress card, because it's very Emperor energy is Aries as well, so it's like very fiery energy. So King of Wands, fire energy as well. The wands are fire, in case you didn't know. They represent fire. The King of Wands is that strongest, like, masculine fire energy. And we talk about the strongest masculine fire energy, that is the Emperor card of the tarot deck. And masculine is associated to no gender. It is just energies, and think of them as yin and yang. Yin is feminine energy, yang is masculine energy, and every single human has both of these things within them, whether they use them or not. At least that's my belief. I'm just gonna say it's my belief because I respect everyone's opinion out here. As long as you say it respectfully. The reason I'm bringing up the Emperor card is because the Emperor card is so much of a leader, a way shower, and like a a true rule setter. But it's more of that like you're not setting rules in like a firm uh I want to say like hurtful way that's gonna like be rules that are too strict, you know. There's setting rules that are essentially like moral codes, and I didn't want to say moral codes because it's more than just moral codes. It's like moral codes and rules combined, because if you live your life in a particular way, you know that you have everything you need to survive. Like, genuinely everything you need to survive. There's a there's an aspect to this to like your Tauruses are like collectively like understanding a lot about the home that they want to make. And maybe it's coming with some needing to cooperate because other people just don't know how, and you know that, or other people are genuinely just like there's just it's not about telling them what to do. Does that make sense? Some people, you need to give them encouragement. Whether this is other people or other parts of yourself, there's areas that either need encouragement or you need to, like, your actions need to speak louder than your words. And maybe a bit of both. I am not exactly sure. Excuse me. That sounds gross. That peppermint cough drop feels great. I don't know what it is about when you're sick, and if you like tea, and tea really works when you're sick, put a cough drop in that mofo. I don't know what it is. Whatever cough drop you because I don't really like the tea, like ginseng and lemon, like just by itself. I don't really like. But that I put honey and then the cough drop in there. Oh, honey. You have the there's a lot of Tauruses out here that have the means of survival in like a certain area of life. Like there's a lot of different areas of life where it feels like even when you're thrown into a new job, it could just be like you're thrown into a certain area of life and okay, survive. You just have to survive now. You're given like the basic information. What feels like you're given uh, a knife and a lighter, or like some flint and steel, and thrown onto some stranded island, and then they're like, okay, survive like 3 months, and you know what to do to survive, but also it's like a lot of situations in the past. I feel like you didn't need to learn that way. Is how you feel. One moment. Actually, um, I'm not finish this. Okay. This is so intriguing to me. Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Cups. We have the adder snake, I think it's called. The otter snake. And the salmon. I don't know much about snakes. I do know a lot about salmon. And the key thing I always like bringing up about salmon is how they have to swim upstream to lay their eggs, which essentially makes it easier for the their like babies once they're hatched to like learn how to swim and then like swim downstream and then they swim back upstream and repeat the whole cycle again. And I want y'all to do some homework on that. Bottom of the deck energy, Eight of Cups. I don't know why, but I'm really drawn to this part of the card here. Come on now. Come on now, camera. There we go. Just the way those three cups are pouring into that large cup. And then they pour into all of those four. I love this Eight of Cups card so much. Okay. We're gonna get very, like, we're gonna talk about divine masculine and feminine energy, and I want to explain this so people don't get confused, because we're talking about the yin and the yang. Yin is feminine energy, yang is masculine energy. The yin of the yang, you know, the feminine energy is your ideas. I have an idea to get myself, I don't know, something to soothe my throat. I want to manifest relief and healing from my sore throat because I'm sick and whatever. The masculine energy is action, everything outside of you. And it's me actually getting my booty up and going and getting some hot water and some tea and finding the tea bags and actually like creating action. That is the masculine energy. I want to explain this because this is how each of these cards are showing up. And true divine masculine energy shows up a lot as like fire sometimes, and true divine feminine energy shows up as water. They do kind of cross into each other at times, but that's kind of what makes them the best of partners. So, if you have figured out how to survive and you're looking at other people sitting here like, hey, this is how you do it. And I know it's not easy, but the whole point is that it's not easy and we need to do it together and encourage each other. I think this is part of you what you're just screaming at the world to do. But half the time it feels like you're swimming upstream when it comes to the not like the battle you're fighting, but like it literally feels like someone's like standing like in like the middle of like a blizzard or like a sandstorm and just like brute forcing it, and just like this strong gust of wind. And honestly, speaking of strong gusts of wind, there is Hurricane Milton just went through, and I went and messaged my friend Milton, his name is Milton, to make sure that he was good because he's in Florida, and he texted me saying he was good. And sorry if you hear any background noise, there's some doggos upstairs. It's like standing in the middle of just even a hurricane, blizzard, like desert sandstorm, and just like brute forcing it, because not only because it's like some Tauruses have this like brute force feeling, which is this is a Taurus nature. I think. Okay, hold on. I want to get some cards out because swear, I be talking way too much in these readings, and I like talking and rambling once I have all the cards out, because that's when I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Let's just talk. Let's just chat about all the cards. A Taurus's true nature and true calling when it comes to like the bull is to literally sit there and like brute force these things. Like when you imagine like a bull, or even I always associate Tauruses to like not just bulls but like buffalo and any like strong, what feels like no, what are those? It's a type of cow. It's not a bull. I think it's called literally like a bull cow, but it's a type of like cow, and it's not like a bull like a full bull species. There's a lot of different types of cows out there and bulls. It's quite interesting. Um, there's this strength you have that feels so just like a calling, and I don't know what area of life it's showing up, because it could be showing up in business and in family, in certain passion projects, or like jobs and careers. It's certain like things that matter to your heart and your soul, and also you want to bring other people with you. You say words. Tauruses are loyal to where when they find a way to survive, they sit there and say, I don't want this shit alone. I don't want to be alone. The reason Tauruses come back for your friends is because we get lonely. And we like you. And we love y'all. And we want to be friends with y'all. And we'd like y'all to live happy lives, you know? Because Tauruses sit there and say, if I am able to have all this strength here, I want other people to have it too. Ooh. Okay. I'm glad that the Hangman came out, because this is exactly... Oh, alright. Before I get another card. I didn't really want to talk about this card just yet. I'm gonna blow my nose really quick. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles is a very interesting card, because I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is that, like, you figured out how to survive, per se, in a field of work, a passion project, a certain, like, dynamic, either family dynamic or just an environment dynamic in a way. One second. Pause that. There we go. The Hangman is this energy of, hey, all of this has been gaining you all of this has been gaining you a whole new sense of self. The Hangman reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed, and I think that is Eight of Pentacles upright. Yes, it is. Actually, you can tell which stars are like technically upside down, which ones are pointing up and which ones are pointing down. Enlightenment is a tricky thing, and gaining new perspectives is a very tricky thing when it feels like there's certain ways that you know that you want to give your energy, but knowing that you're not going to get much back from it. And I think this is where consistency becomes key, because the more that this is where I was talking about, the more that your actions are speaking louder than your words, or your encouragement is consistent, it's providing a lot of healing in, I think, like almost every bit of work that you're doing, want to do, and also just have to do. Like dishes, laundry, going to work, all that stuff. Waking up, brushing your teeth, all those things, taking showers, doing it all over again, laundry, dishes. Because we know we all have to do this shit, but it's the consistency is the thing that keeps us stable. And if everyone is working together, that means, hey, sometimes there are things that are like a one-man job, but other jobs are like, hey, the more hands that are doing this project, the faster it will get done. And even recognizing that behavior playing out in, I think, how you want to see things grow. Because I think the Six of Pentacles is like, you have a lot of ideas of equal give and take that you want to have, but it's not. It's like making sure that if you're going to put energy in something, that maybe you have the people available to do a certain project that you may want to do, or having the tools, the necessary space, environment, safety net, whatever it is, like literal safety net if you're trying to do like any, I don't know, thinking of somebody who like does cool stunts or whatever. Or even just like I could keep rambling about different examples, but I feel like y'all understand what I mean. Ooh, hello. Ah, no. What happened? To like glue that down with something. We'll see. Sad. One of my cards is starting to rip. Verifying the King of Wands. God, I can't wait till I get a new camera. And all of these cards will become 10 times easier to see and just look at the art, because this world card is so beautiful. Hold on, let me just one more time. Let's try. Focus. Focus on the world that's at your fingertips. In like 10 days, I will have the funds to get a new camera. I'm just like so. Anytime my camera is not working with me when it comes to the focus, it's a headache. My brain's like, we're almost there. We just gotta keep waiting. Oh, hello. Getting into the clarification. Oh my. For the King of Wands. Oh, hello. Hello. Give me 1 second. The World, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune here.
when you see, I think, how you can help on a smaller scale, you see how it can help on like a larger scale for a company, a business, a family, an environment. Um, and the Wheel of Fortune allows you to even see, like, no matter how much time it has passed and how much time passes, I got like 3 different mugs. And look at this. This is my roommate's mug. Sorry, I feel like we just can't ignore this. The Wheel of Fortune is letting you see how the more consistent something is, the better something grows in a way that helps, like, anyone and everyone find the tools that they need to survive. Does that make sense? Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords, both reversed here, clarifying the Queen of Cups. This is where I think you're trying to rid all trying to rid all toxicity out of these building blocks of, like, the new future you see for not only yourself, but there's like a career or passion in this that is like it could be the simplest thing. It could be like, I don't know, rollerblading is your passion and you are able to actually make it a full-time thing and then teach other kids how to rollerblade and whatnot, or even just other adults, like people of all ages, how to rollerblade. And there's something that's like, it could be so simple, but like that's what is calling to you, you know? It doesn't have to be something spiritual that's calling to you. It can just be something that's like, you like cooking, you like doing electrical work, you like soldering and shit like that. I don't know. There's so many things that everyone's doing in life, like painting, me even tarot reading, people even making different types of like teas and shit. There's so many things anyone and everyone is doing in this life that feels like they are like themselves. They are putting all of themselves into their passion projects, whether it's a passion project or they're passionate about their business or their career or a certain way of life that you want to live. That's the key here. And I wanted to preface this with we have the King of Wands showing up twice. Determination sometimes takes a little bit of strength. The King of Wands and that Emperor energy I was talking about, the Emperor energy is always a little bit of not just internal strength, but sometimes when you're not feeling like you have a lot of internal strength, you gotta like find a way that you can pick yourself up in a way that's going to like put a smile on your face. Because I think this is where bringing your sense of joy back into certain mundane things in life can make you feel a little less shitty about the task at hand. Because not everyone wants to do all the adulting that we have to do when we grow older. So I think that's where we lose a lot of joy and we forget how much joy can help us do. I keep getting the words the unthinkable, in the sense of unthinkable strength in the self. So give yourself that time and that credit and allow yourself to wash away any like it's almost like you are filtering the waters of your soul, and whatever needs to go, and you're not even thinking about it anymore. Like, this is the part that's like, it feels like you're straining your own water, but it's like you're straining it into another like bowl so you can get all the gross bits out of this Ace of Cups here. This new beginning for not only yourself, but what feels like the world you've made around you. This is where the true enlightenment, I think, is going to start happening. It feels like you're swimming upstream, but that's the whole point, because that's how salmons have to continue their species and their legacy. But I'm not saying that you have to die. It's just like there's maybe this one way of thinking that needs to be let go in order for all these different new ways of thinking and new perspectives and newfound enlightenment and new strengths, new skills, abilities, talents to like rebirth and shine on through. A lot of this is very internal and external at the same time. That's why these two energies kind of came up, the divine feminine, divine masculine. In the balance of it all. This is a very intuitive reading, and I feel like you're learning to let go of not fully understanding where you're going, because you know you have an idea set in mind, and like it's the consistency that is needing to, not just needing to be consistent, but also needing to be consistent in a way of like, okay, like if you went on an adventure and you got dirty, you gotta clean up, and you gotta like use this Ace of Cups to be like, all right, let's like clean ourselves off. We got all this gunk in our like all over our stuff here, and it's not like you're trying to get rid of all the toxic behaviors and stuff like that, but it's also like when things feel imbalanced, creating the balance. That's also a little bit of advice here. Finding the true weaker points of this waterfall in order to swim upstream a bit easier, maybe. Save yourself some energy. Ooh. I'm about to sneeze, so I think I'm going to end it there, but thank y'all for being here. I really, really appreciate y'all letting me read your cards. This was fun. All I'm gonna say is I got what I needed to get out of this reading, and I hope you did too, my fellow Tauruses. And even if you're not a Taurus, thank you for listening and watching. And if you're watching on Twitch live, we are not ending yet, but anyone that's going to be watching on YouTube in the future times, thank you for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace.